Taxman cometh. It is it's November. I mean, so for people that don't know, corporate taxes are kind of weird. You when you have an incorporation, you have to set a year-end date, your kind of fiscal year-end. And you can set it any time. You can set it any time in the year if you want, like whatever you want it to be. It's not like personal taxes where they're all due at the same time at the beginning of the year or middle of the beginning of the new year. So my accountant advised me. He said, okay, well, you should put it in the second half of the year. So after July, in that zone. And so my year end is technically August 31st. Taxes though, if you owe taxes or whatever it is, you get kind of this 3-month grace period. So August, September, October, November, we are at the edge, nearing the end of that 3-month grace period, and I'm like scrambling to get all the tax stuff together. And in most cases, like most things are tracked on our system. I pay for, a web-based solution that tracks, time and many of the expenses that the employees use. It just makes it nice and easy and convenient. But then you have all these receipts. You have all these online orders, membership, like professional fees and stuff. These things are all paid online. There's no receipts. I have to go back and sift through it, and I have a checklist. And so on a few days ago, I went through all the receipts for the year, which is not too crazy actually when you think about it. There's only, basically 300 days. How much are you buying? So it's just like going through those receipts and then now going back and tracking through online orders, software fees, like all those things that aren't tracked. I have to input them into the system, and then that gets rifled off to my accountant. So far, it's a pain for like 3 nights kind of thing overall. And there are ways to automate this. There are like, I know the structural engineering firm, Contact Structural Engineering, that we share offices with. It's another company. They use a more automated system where everything is tracked through QuickBooks, and he doesn't really have to worry about it, and he just pays basically something like $370 or $400 a month, which includes the year-end accounting. My year-end accounting, it's about $3,000, so a one-time fee. So we're comparing between like overall $4,500 a year versus $3,000 a year. But then the difference, that $1,500 is like, is it worth the pain of doing 3 nights of this kind of sifting through stuff? So far, yes. I mean, so far that is the cheaper solution to me because it's not so bad. I just have to hunker down and do it. But overall, it's just the way it goes. Things you don't learn in architecture school is when you run a business, it becomes a business. And so you have to track for a lot of this stuff. And the tax man comes. The tax man will come. And so just be aware of it, man. The money you make isn't all yours. The government will take a big bite out of it. And I mean, I'm okay with that, considering the government bailed me out. Like the Canadian government bailed me out during the pandemic. During the pandemic, they had these programs, these financial programs that kept me going. So I have very little to be upset about. And that's where my taxes pay for. That's the way I see it, along with infrastructure and all these other kind of good things. So that's it for now. This is Architect on the Move. I'm Jason. Cheers. Bye.